Today, I'm going to show you a chord progression that all songwriters must know. You will have heard this chord progression used by so many people because it just sounds so good, and if something works, we should know about it. So I'm going to show you a few different ways that you can do this. So there's going to be stuff that's a bit more beginner friendly. I'm going to show you how you can adapt it and maybe use it in your own way. But the whole point of this is, when you're a songwriter with very limited time, we should be stockpiling things that we can use for when we do find that small window of opportunity to sit down and write. So I'm going to start by showing you this in the key of C. And the bare bones of this chord progression is actually really simple. It's the 4 chords of pop, what we call the axis progression. It's just the 1 chord, C major, going to the 5 chord, G major, going to the 6 chord, A minor, going to the 4 chord, F. But what we're going to do with it is create this bass motion to make it feel like it's descending. So on this 2nd chord, the G major chord, what we're going to do is play a G/B. We're taking this G major chord and just playing the B note in the bass. And the chord charts for all the chord progressions, the examples are going to be available in the link in the description box at my Patreon page, so check them out there. Now this then creates this bass motion, leading us to the 6 chord A minor. If we were going to do this same chord progression but in the key of G, what we'd now do is start on the 1 chord, G major, going to the 5 chord, which is D, going to the 6 chord, E minor, to the 4 chord, C. So we're just playing the exact same thing in the key of G. So what we'd do now to create this bass motion is, instead of playing D major, we take this note on the high E string, this F sharp, and we put it on the other E string. So you could do this just by putting your thumb down. Or as I like to do, I'd like to do it like this. It's up to you which way you do it. And again, the chord charts are available from the link in the description box below. So now we get this kind of idea. And you've got 2 different ways of playing that now, in the key of C or the key of G. And then all you have to do, if you want to just change the key of it, play around with it in different ways, is bang a capo on there, find somewhere that fits your vocal range for the song you're writing, and just have some fun with it. The nice thing now is, because we can create this descending bass motion, we don't have to use it as a progression on its own. We could use it in selected bits, so I could just be doing the 4 chords of pop. I might not even go to the C. That needs that descending thing. If you want to know technically what we're doing here, is we're using a chord inversion. So a chord inversion is basically where we take the notes of a chord and we change the order of them. And often in chord charts, we'll see these as slash chords. For example, when I did this one earlier, which is the G chord with the B in the bass, this would be called a G/B. And the cool thing about this is, now we know about this being a chord inversion, we can play with this on any chord, to be honest, and that's something that I'd recommend playing around with. But let's say we wanted to do this in the key of D major, right? So I'm thinking D major is the 1 chord, 5 chord, A major, the 6 chord, B minor, and the 4 chord, G major. So let's say I want to do this exact same idea with this. So I'm taking the 5 chord and I'm going to make it what we call first inversion. And the reason it's a first inversion is because we're taking the 3rd of the chord and we're putting it in the bass. If you took the 5th of the chord and put it in the bass, it'd be called a second inversion. So I'm going to play in the key of D major. So I've got a D major chord. I'll do it here first of all. Then I'm going to do an A with C sharp in the bass. And then that leads me to B minor. You can hear the descent. So it's going to go. To the G. Now the cool thing now is, I could use the same thing as before. If I wanted to, like if I was going to a pre-chorus now, that I want to go to E minor, I could use the same idea as before. So I could have my chord progression. I'm going to play it down here this time. So I'm going to do D major here, A/C sharp, B minor to G. So call that my verse part. say I want to go now down to pre-chorus. I don't know, you could take it anyway. I don't think the C words very well, to be honest, but there you go. But there's plenty of options that you've got for this now, and hopefully that's giving you something new to play around with, so you've got some more tools in your toolbox to draw upon when it comes to finding that small window of time where you can sit down to write a song. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.